wanted you guys to know. No, we love our team. I mean, we feel just so dang blessed. I can't even tell you. I mean, I really want to let every one of you out there that is playing the game right now, we want you to know that we appreciate you. We care about you. We want to see you win. We're going to give you everything we got. We are committed to you and your success. You know, when I think about what drives me, I just think about my family. And you are my family. This is my family. This is not a bunch of just people hanging out. This is our family. Right. I mean, you understand, if Frank Beltran called me up at 2 o'clock in the morning and said, "Hey Daniel, I need a lift, man." You understand that I'm there? There's not a question. I mean, if Alex Ramirez calls me up and says, "Daniel, I need your help, man," do you understand that I'm there just like that? This is a very, very special place. And let me tell you something. The reason why I love Primerica, and Chuck said this earlier, I love this. I love that Primerica's tough too. I love that they said, "Daniel, we'll give you an opportunity." I love that they didn't say, "We'll give you a guarantee." I love that. I love it. Because see, if they would have said, "We're going to give you a guarantee," then they would have put a limit to what's possible, right or wrong. Right, on that guarantee. So thank God they said, "Daniel, we'll give you a chance to be somebody in Primerica. We'll give you an opportunity to try to see how good you can get at this thing." That's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a try, a chance to see what you're made of. Now, if you're lazy, well, you ain't going to make it in Primerica, but you ain't going to make it anywhere else. Would you agree, yes or no? Right? So, hey, look, at least we're telling you the truth. I mean, y'all want to be told the truth, don't you? Right? I mean, there's a meeting going on right down the hallway. There's another meeting going on. And it's one of those little pyramid things, you know? And I don't know what they're selling. They're selling like juice and vitamins and crap like that. And they said, "Hey, you can get rich selling juice and vitamins." That's a bunch of crap. There ain't no company in the distribution business like we're in that makes the kind of money that we make. And the reason why is because, think about it for a second. If I sell you a bottle of juice and I make $6 every time I sell you a bottle of juice, that's going to take me thousands and thousands of people to be able to make some good money to feed my family. Yes or no? Right? I went out a couple of nights ago. I made over $2,000 in about 45 minutes. Okay? And that wasn't counting all my overrides. You see, people say, "Daniel, I don't understand. I don't get, how do you make $80,000 a month? How do you do that?" There's not enough hours in the day to be able to do it. That's why you think it's bullshit. That's why you think it ain't true. It's because in your mind, it's so limited. You're so limited by what you know. That's why it's so true that you only know what you know because of what you know. And that's what's keeping you broke. You just don't know. You know? So what happens is you're so limited in your thinking that you just never have been exposed to the larger possibilities of your life, in your life, and what really life has to offer. Either did I before I came into Primerica. I didn't come into Primerica, "Oh man, I'm going to make $80,000 a month." I didn't think that was possible. I didn't certainly know anybody that was doing that. I had never seen anybody. I mean, even when I got in Primerica, the guy above me was not making $80,000 a month. He was making like 20 or 30 grand a month. But I was still excited about that, right? Because I was making $7 an hour. I mean, the most I ever made in a year was $14,000. That was the most money I ever made in a year before Primerica. Right? I mean, before Primerica, I mean, I worked at Subway. Right? Perfect training program for Primerica, right? I worked at Vons for 4 months. Little mom and pop businesses that I tried. I never had a real job. So think about how crazy it is. I mean, I come into Primerica and they said, hey Daniel, we'll give you a try. We'll give you an opportunity to change your life. They didn't say, we'll give you a guarantee. Because if they said they were going to give me a guarantee, then why don't I just stay at a job? At a job, they're going to give me a guarantee. What's that guarantee, right? Chuck said, 40 grand a year. If I was to stay at bonds, I'd make $40,000 a year. That would be my guarantee. So why would I stay there? So I said, wait a minute. If I go out, so you're telling me, if I go out and recruit you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and teach you guys how to make $100,000 a year, every time I train another person making 100 grand a year, I make another 100 grand a year. Is that an opportunity, yes or no? Yes. Right? So look, raise your hand if you like to help people. Alright? So, if you like to help people, raise your hand if you'd like to teach somebody how to make 100,000 a year. 100,000 a year. Alright? Some of you go like this. Everybody go like this. Everybody. Alright? So you're telling me, right, the ones that didn't raise your hand, you're telling me that you would not like to teach somebody how to make 100,000 a year? But if I told you I was going to pay you $100,000 a year, every time another 100,000, every time you produced another person making 100 grand, how many of you would like to teach other people how to make 100 grand? Every one of you. But that's Primerica. I know it's weird. I know it's different. I know sometimes it doesn't make sense. I know in your mind it's so crazy because you never thought this was a possibility. But now you know. Now nobody can ever take that away from you. Now you know. Let me tell you something. At every level, I competed. At every level, I wanted to be somebody. But what I found is that every level, people didn't believe in me. At every level, people told me I wasn't smart enough. People told me I wasn't good enough. People told me I wasn't capable. People told me I wasn't tall enough. People told me I didn't have enough education. At every single level, people told me it wasn't possible. So why do you think, for some reason, you're going to join Primerica and then tomorrow you go tell your best friend? Why do you just have this grand illusion that everybody's going to jump on your bandwagon? Not everybody jumped on my bandwagon. Most of the people in the early days when I started the business, especially my family and relatives, most of them said it was a scam, it was a pyramid, and it would never work. That's what they told me. But imagine my life today, had I listened to those people, right? Had I entrusted my life with those people's thoughts and words, had I done that, where would I be today? I'd be making 40 grand a year. Versus 80,000 a month. Do you see the difference? Do you see how every single choice you make in your life will determine your destiny? It's going to charter your course in life. So be careful who you listen to. See, instead of crying about it though, I used it to kind of make me mad. I used it to piss me off. I used it to make me say, oh yeah, I'll show you. Just get ready. I'll show you. So what I did was, I started thinking about my future. And I said, you watch. I'm going to come through. Michael Jordan said some people want it to happen. Some people wish it would happen. Others do what? Others make it happen. So I decided to become a make it happen kind of person. I decided to say, wait a minute, why can't I make it happen? Why do I got to wait for somebody else? I love those people, those new recruits, they get in, right? And what's the first thing they tell you? They said, Daniel, right? When I first started in the business, they said, Daniel, when you make it, I'll join. You ever heard anybody say that before? When you start doing good, Juan, then I'll join. You're a pansy if you say that. You are such a coward if you say that. That is the most ridiculous thing you can ever tell anybody. That's just sad. Number one, the person that you're telling that to, you're basically saying, let me translate for you. You're basically saying, I don't believe in you. I don't believe in you. I wouldn't follow you. I don't believe what you're telling me. And I think you gotta rethink that thought process. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to determine your future. You know, my upline, we call him Dumb Pablo. My upline's name was Pablo. The guy that recruited me in the business, his name was Pablo. But you see, Pablo quit Primerica. Pablo today loses out on $400,000 a year because he quit. So you ask yourself, so I could have said, right? I could have said, well, Pablo quit, I should quit. Pablo gave up, I should. Now, if you'd have known Pablo, I mean, it was amazing that I even followed Pablo, all right? But if I would have listened to Pablo, right, I'd have quit with him. And where would I be today? So every decision in your life, especially the little ones. Hey, look, there's a lot of people that actually didn't come to this meeting today that probably should have been here. Would you agree? Yes. Right? Are you thinking in your mind right now, wow, that guy would have loved Gary Cornegay today? Right? Were you kind of thinking, we're like, man, that guy, that was perfect for Gary Cornegay. That was like perfect for that person. Man, I wish that person would have showed up today. See, that little decision for them not to show up, that little decision for them not to give this thing a shot, it could haunt them for the rest of their life. Just like every single day, Pablo, right? What's 400,000 a year? What's that monthly? Like, I don't know, 30-something thousand or something like that, right? So every month, Pablo wakes up and he loses another $30,000. Every month for the rest of his life. And that number's only going to get bigger because he gave up. He chose to quit. And today I look at some of our leaders like Negretti and Stella Bell and Beltran and Evelyn and Alfie and Ramirez and Sanchez and Grace, Graham. You know, we have the next wave of leaders like Casada and Robles and Marciano, Ontiveros, Julio, Corlu, Jasca, Santos, Pena, Rodriguez, Ramboa, Nunez, Russ Lumaine, De La O, right? Luna. You see, they just won't stop. They just got to win. They just want it too much. Whatever you got to do, you got to get in the mix of those leaders. You got to find somebody that you want to beat. You got to find somebody that you want to compete against. You got to find somebody that's going to fuel your desire to want to be somebody. You got to want it. You got to know it. And you got to see it. This is your chance, and I just want you to know we're not going to stop. And I also want you to know some of you are on the verge of quitting right now. Some of you, when you came in here, you're like, you know what, this is the last meeting I'm going to. After this meeting, I'm out of here. I quit. We're not going to stop. We're not going to wait for you. We're not going to hold the train up. Because you see, this room is moving forward. And for some of you guys, this might be your last shot to be somebody. Some of you have been around the block a lot of times. And this train's not going to stop for you. You better make up your mind right now to go for it, to give it everything you got. Don't you ever think that you can't win here, though. You know, you see a lot of people making a lot of money, and it kind of intimidates you a little bit. You kind of think, well, maybe I can't talk like that. I don't look like that. I'm not that kind of person. That's not my personality. I don't know if I could ever do that. Don't you ever be intimidated by anybody. You know what? Because it's true. We all put on our pants the same way every day. Every single one of us gets up the same way in the morning, thank God, puts on our pants, puts on our clothes, and goes out there and does what they got to do. Every single one of them. Nobody in this room is better than you. You can be all you want to be with Primerica. We don't care what your background is. We don't care what you look like. We're going to give you a shot to be somebody. So you better be careful who you're intimidated with. Don't you ever think that you can't win with Primerica. I believe the number one plague in America is the power of believing. I want you guys to leave here today. This is a very special day today. It's an exciting day today. A lot of recognition, a lot of excitement. And all you new people here today, I want you to know that this could be you next time. You can be up on stage. You can get recognized. I know you were sitting in your seat going, what the hell are they talking about? What are they clapping about, right? I want you to know that you can win too. But you got to start believing in you again. You got to believe that you are special. That you are somebody. Believe that whatever you think about with intensity, with courage, with determination, is going to become your reality. Every one of these people on stage today, for a period of time in their life, they made a decision to sell out to Primerica. They made a decision to give it everything they had. They made a decision to be a winner. Believe that you must work hard and stay focused. Believe that the only way to really inspire is to recruit the reps and build a big base shop. The only way to inspire your team and to build the greatest team in Primerica that you want to build is you got to recruit the reps and you got to field train those people and make sure those people become competent and confident. If you help your people win, you will also have major success in your business. And you got to believe that you must never, ever, ever quit. You know, you guys hear me say this a lot, but I just want to remind you, and I want to put this, stamp this in your brain. I want you to start getting up every day and say, great things always happen to me. Can you guys say that? Great things always happen to me. Can you guys say that again? Great things always happen to me. Every day you get up, I want you to say that. You know why? Because, see, if you say it, eventually it's going to come. Now, I know you're saying, well, that's a bunch of crap, Daniel. Now, great things don't always happen to you. I heard about you get that flat tire the other day. That wasn't a great thing that happened to you. Yeah, it was, because I got the tow truck drivers, I got his phone number, and I'm going to end up recruiting the guy. So that actually was a great thing that happened to me right along. Right, I heard you got that speeding ticket the other day. Great things don't always happen to you. No, yeah, they do. Because I got the police officer's phone number, and I'm calling him up. I'm recruiting this butt. So I don't know about you, but great things always happen to me. I'll always figure out a way to make any situation a great situation. Great things always happen to you. Know it, believe it, and see it. Because, see, every day we get up and we think about what we want, that is defining and directing our future. You got to believe it. You see, if you do, you get the dream. 7 years in Primerica, we became financially independent. We invested 7 solid, working hard years. Focused years. We saved $1 million. We never have to work a day in our life again. We are financially independent, worth millions and millions of dollars. I'm 35 years old. I'm closer to 35 than 36, but I'm 35 still. We have security. We have peace of mind. Don't you want peace of mind? I mean, really? How bad do you want it? What are you willing to sacrifice to have security and peace of mind in your life? I mean, think about this. I go to the car dealership and I fill out the application, and the guy comes back and says, "No, Mr. Alonzo, we want to know how much much you make a month, not yearly. I said, no, that's what I make monthly. Shit, that's what he said. Travel to the great places of the earth. Private schools for our kids. Nice, safe cars. Nice house, nice home. Lots of time with our kids. I mean, literally, most of the people at my son's school, they think I'm unemployed. They think I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm always at the school, always picking up my son, always volunteering, always giving him money. It's amazing. I mean, it really is amazing. I mean, you just go up to the principal and say, hey, look, I just wanted to know, like, what you guys need this month. What do you need? You need cameras, you need books, you need a field trip, what do you need? And the guy's just blown away every time I come up to him. He's blown away. The principal's blown away. He's like, I actually seek him out. Like, what do you need? Who does that? Not only do we make a lot of money, but we truly are concerned with people. We truly want to do our part. We truly want to help people. We truly want to give. We truly want to serve. Is that in your heart? I don't got to cook. I don't got to clean. I don't clean toilets. I don't pick weeds. I don't mow my own lawn. I don't know how to iron. We get to be the go-to people in our family. When people need help, we're able to step up to the plate. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a changed life. So don't tell me that changing your life with Primerica is just the same. It's real. It's possible. It's doable. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I am telling you, with everything I have, that this is truly your shot. And I expect every one of you, especially the ones that are in the business right now, and some of you new studs that are going to get started today. I'm telling you right now that we need you more than ever. We need you in the game. We need you to step up. RVPs, we need you to step up right now. This is time. We got momentum. We had 1,000 people in this room today. It is time to grow. It is time to dominate. It is time to do it now.
My appetite.